I did want to go over the Nax will receive buffs, but all they've said so far is they're buffing health and damage of mobs and bosses, which I feel like will just make it longer, not really necessarily harder.
Yeah. So this tells me they decided to go the easy route than to design a heroic version of Nax. That's all it tells me, right? Like the heroic version of Nax would have been the best thing to do in my opinion, but it takes way too much thinking and input. This is just kind of like a happy medium in my opinion.
Or maybe they just don't have time. Yeah, maybe they just don't have time.
That's what I mean. This is a lot faster, right? This is a quicker way of getting to some change Nax, because Nax was, trust me, Defcamp and I ran a guild in the beginning of Nax, and we had the most ragtag group of people and we cleared it no problem.
Yep.
Like, it's gonna get destroyed, dude. Like, it's gonna, if it doesn't get changed.
Dude, we had real life friends that we ran a 10-man with, and then we grouped with another guild to run the 25-mans every week.
Yeah.
And dude, 2 of our guys in our 10-man would get so drunk they would just stop, like even moving, and we'd still finish Nax without him. Like,
Bob, we had a mage who would blizzard the boss. Target blizzard. Yeah. And
then he would run out of mana, right? Because like super quick, and then he would just wand the boss the whole time. Just wand it while like everyone else was. And it was pretty funny. And someone had said, "Who is this Mel? That word you hate? Who is this R word in this raid?" And I said, "Hey," and he's not. He actually wasn't my brother. Like, obviously, Defcamp's my brother. But I knew him, and I said, "Yo, dude, that's my brother. Like, this is the only time he gets a chance to play like X, Y." And I went into this whole thing, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I didn't know he was. I didn't know, like, because I was telling him he's a little different, and this is how he enjoys the play." And the guy gets so sorry. Like, he just gets
that's hilarious.
In real life, the guy was just really bad. He's just terrible.
We should made him feel like he was actually mentally disabled.
Listen, his laptop had nothing to do with him blizzarding a single target. That was not his laptop.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, Yip, do you have any thoughts on this? Like, will it actually make it better or harder?
No, it's stupid and dumb. I personally am in the crowd that says just leave it. I don't care. Make Nax a 2-month phase, get it over with.
Yeah.
Let me level
I'm
all
same
during
way.
that time.
Yeah.
Like, as long as we can complete it in our guild in like 2.5 hours in one night, I don't care. But if this makes it so long that like we have to 2-night this nonsense, I'm gonna be like upset during this time, because we've already done Nax. Nax was super easy, so people could see it. I've already seen it,
and we want to see
a lot of it again.
Yeah, if we would have challenged, we would have tried to work on downing 3 drakes while it's that phase, like. So I mean, I just feel like the entry level one should be easy. People are saying that it's way easier than Kara was at the start.
Yeah,
but
it might still be super easy. With this buff, it could be that it's the easiness that I want it to be still.
Yeah.
And it just would have been like really dumb if they don't do this, but I don't have a frame of reference. So for me, like a under 3-hour one night of Naxxramas is my ideal. I want to be running like multiple raids. I want to get different characters up during this kind of beginning time, and there's going to be like a lot of heroics to do and stuff. So I just don't want to be spending a lot of time in Nax again.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to really think about it, because during Nax phase 1, I mean, I don't really know how really hard it was, because we were doing it with so many just bad players, right? And like Mel and I then went on to the next phase, Ulduar. We joined towards the end of phase 1, we joined like a really good guild, and then like that was very different, and so like I don't really even truly know how easy Nax was just because of that.
Yeah, look at it this way, like we had some good people in that guild we had, right? And one of the death knights we had was like super, super good. His DPS was like unbelievable.
Dude, ours too. It was like double. It was like double mine, and mine was second.
Yeah, but today, that if that person was unaltered moving into today, they'd be considered a bad player, right? Like,
or just average.
Or average. So just think about how much more damage is going to go out. Like, it's going to be insane, dude, compared to first time people went into it. Because for most people, for 99% of the WoW community, that was the first time they ever set foot in Nax, was in Wrath. So, So I think something had to be done, but I also agree with Yip. is a really good point. Like if it becomes like painstakingly painful now instead of like fun, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah. So
yeah, I mean it should be fine either way, and hopefully a short phase.
Any thoughts, Jack Harskar?
Super, it doesn't do anything for me. I'm just accepted that phase 1 is sorting out what players are probably going to last, because the first phase of every expansion is always the big turnover and leveling alts. So yeah, I can take it or leave it. It doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, would you have been kind of excited if there was a heroic, or just, I really personally like the Ulduar way of turning hard modes on in each boss by doing certain things. I think it like is more, it's cooler in the world rather than just clicking heroic or, whatever. Like, everybody going into what's his name, Memberon, and everybody's like, don't touch the red button.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I don't know.
I always thought that was a really cool design philosophy, Bob, and I'm sad they moved away from it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It a lot.
They definitely could have worked on it and made it something really interesting where it could have, done something in the middle of the fight to engage hard mode, and
same, like
in future expansions and later raids and Wrath. I think that could have been really cool.
Yeah, I thought so too. Thank you very much for checking out Warcraft Reloaded podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any future content.